Bird Control is one of my favorite decks, and I seem to do quite well with it. And on Limitless tournaments, I have gotten 44 wins, 11 losses, and 8 ties with the deck. So I wanted to challenge myself and see how many games in a row we could win on the ladder. So here's my list, just quickly. Pause if you'd like. Not going to spend any time explaining how the deck works. But yeah, we're just no waste of time. Let's get straight into the games. When I lose, the video ends. Let's see how long we can run this win streak. I wanted to bring back the old uncut game series that I used to have on the channel way back when, but I thought that this would be kind of like a more fun version of it. And also playing a control deck, people on PGO love to not scoop. So if we ever do get ourselves in a situation where we have them locked down, nothing that they can do, probably will cut ahead so we can get on with the show. So we can get a Pidgey out of the prizes. Mountain, down, Rotom. I could have gotten Mawile because we also Nest Ball to find Pidgey, but that's fine. We can save the Nest Ball. We have the Ultra to go get us a Pidgeot for next turn, have the Rare Candy. It would have been kind of funny to not instant charge. To kind of fake our hand being bad, so our opponent doesn't play Iono on us, because now that we instant charge, my opponent's definitely more likely to think oh, this guy's hand is good, let me play an Iono. So against Charizard, which should be an incredibly favored matchup. But we'll see. It's ladder, you never know. There's always crazy tech cards and jank things happening. So yeah, we'll see. You never really know. They're already taking their time here, so I really hope we don't have anyone slow playing today. This kind of challenge definitely works better when the deck is taking more aggressive knockouts. But this isn't classic Snorlax. We can't take, if they just want to go one mander and just pass and be okay, dude, you can't do anything to me. I'll just evolve into Pidgeot and start taking KOs. That's fine. They do Vip down one mander. They're obviously being quite cautious. And then they just pass with me. Let's Ultra Ball. We can get rid of this Raihan, get rid of this Defiance Band. Let's go and get ourselves a Pidgeot EX. Now what's the move here? We could, honestly, I kind of like going Fang Snipe here. I guess we had Stormy Invite. Oops. It's okay. Yeah, we can save the Arven for well, now I kind of do want to play the Arven, because then we get the Bravery Charm on there in case they do have Candy and Choice Belts. We did see Choice Belts in the Mulligans. What else do we need? Maybe a Pal Pad for the future. Really don't need a whole lot else in there. We're sort of gotten lucky so far. But yeah, we have Whites, the hand here. Even can put some Mimikyu, nice card to have, and then we don't lose it if they play an Iono. And let's Fang Snipe, hopefully a Super Rod, or okay, I want the boss's orders, I think. Yeah, Radiant Charizard. Okay, Erika is in the prizes, so we might have to go. If they continue to take things slow, we will go and find Peonia. And putting down Radzar is pretty good, because they gotta force them to commit a ton of energies to one Pokemon. Because they're probably playing only 6 or 7. If they're putting 5 on a Radiant Charizard, then it's quite easy to just pull up Charmanders until they run out of energies. So there's an Ultra Ball coming down. They might want to try to put the Charizard into the discard pile and try to play on play around Erika's. But I did put the Echoing Horn back in the list just for ladder, because normally I don't like playing Echoing Horn because it feels like a card that against a good player doesn't get value. And I'm always, of course, intending it being at top tables at a tournament. So yeah, I don't like putting cards in my deck that are sort of not valuable against people who know what my deck is trying to do. Because at this point, I assume most people know what my deck is doing. But that's still not always the case. So Horn, I think, is probably the 61st or 62nd card. There's definitely some situations where it is really good, but also sometimes it just feels like a dead card. Something like a Super Rod or a consistency card would just be better. So they did go Candy Zard and load up here. But now we just go Penny back into a Mimikyu, and this Charizard is full of energies and can't do anything, and we just discarded a boss. So we're definitely cooking here. Peonia off the top is insane. I'm gonna Pidgeot first just so that they think we grabbed the Penny when we in reality didn't. I think we'll grab the boss's orders. Maybe drag up Charizard down the road here. And we just Penny. Pick up the Luxray. The Mimikyu. And just press instant charge. And honestly, in a pretty, like, despite there not being a trappable Pokemon in play, I still feel like we're in a really amazing spots. Because, like, yeah, they're already, I mean, there's Radiant Charizard waiting there to get trapped. We could have more aggressively gone Echoing Horn off this Pidgeot so they can't super rod it back in. Because I mean, if they have like a super rod in hand, they could retreat, throw the energies back in, and the Radiant Charizard. So that could have been a move that we could make. But if they're just gonna sit here and like wait for a boss, they don't want to bin the energies. We can Pidgeot and aggressively hunt Misfortune Sisters and just try to get those super rods or switch or any valuable cards. And then if they want to retreat and start putting pressure on me with the Heat Tackle Charmander, I can just go boss bring this thing back up and like maybe Chi-Yu and start getting some mills in. So they do pass it back over to us. I think I want to Peonia and find the Erika. Also could find Mawile. Like there's some useful cards in there. Of course, Heelstone's nice. I'm gonna put the Heavy Ball back in there. We'll put the Radzar, I think Nest Ball. Like we have pretty much everything else that we need. I don't mind putting the Forest down early to bait a Lost Vacuum. So my Charmed Luxray could get more value. So let's quick search. I'll get the Echoing Horn and just put the Radzard in play, since that is so awkward for my opponent to work with. And then I think we just press instant charge. Yeah, we're pretty great spots. Yeah, that like we could pull up the Radzard and just start spamming Mawile into it. Like tell our opponent whether you like it or not, you're going to put 5 energies on this thing. They already committed 3. So they probably wouldn't be able to attack with it. I did not put the Mawile in play with a misplay. We did rip the Artazon off of the Iono on Arven as well. So yeah, things are looking pretty nice for us. I think this turn I'm going to quick surge for a Fire Energy, test a Mimikyu, so we have that pivot. We already used the Switch Cart. I don't really want to use a Penny on a clean Mimikyu. So, and then all the Sisters for supporter for turn. They commit the choice ball early. Wait, now I just go find Lost Vac and get rid of that thing. That seems really good for us, because now they can't go boss Rotom for 2. Yeah, we just go... I still want to play Sisters for turn. We'll just scrap that whole pivot idea. Lost Vacuum out the Rotom top deck. And get rid of the choice belts. Now, that was definitely a misplay. Like, now boss is only 1 prize. Now Sisters. Normally I would leave the counter catcher in their deck because it is a dead top deck, but for the sake of the video and trying to win faster to get more games, and I don't want to take up your entire day here, we will get rid of the counter catcher. We're trying to win fast, and that's probably the strategy I would recommend if you're playing this deck in the best of 1, whether it be an online tournament or like IRL locals. Like if it's a matchup like Zard where they can delay things pretty long with like their Ionos, feel free to mill. My opponent kind of realized that they're in a really tough spot and did decide to concede. So that is 1 win. Yeah, no cuts. We're going straight into it. There's no, I don't want any accusations of editor blitzel, doctoring the video, cutting out all the losses. No. We're going full. I mean, obviously I'll have edited the intro, maybe some kind of outro, but yeah, we're not anything in between unless my opponent is slow playing. No edits, like not even like cutting out dead air. We're not even doing that. We're just doing it here. I'm not even cutting out this annoying wait time of PCGL trying to find a match for us. Nope, I can't do that. We must be patient. So I could have put like elevator music there or something, and like it's like awkward, right? I don't know, weird. Okay, found a match, calling heads. lost the flip, so we'll see if we'll be going first or second. I just hope that like there's not a ton of Mew bots on ladder today, because I mean to just win the U-turn special events, so might or probably has an uptick in play. And I didn't put the Mew text on the list, but they did make me go first. That makes me believe that it's probably not Mew. That would have been pretty solid, but unfortunately no basics. There's another Charizard deck. I have a Charizard sleeve. This is not the same person as last time. Live does love to oh no, it's a Snorlax Mirror Mash. I opened the Chi-Yu. Okay, they made me go first. But we have like Arven for Forest for Fire Energy. But they went second, so they can potentially Crab first. We secured a Pal Pad, which is nice. They opened Pidgeot, which is not I guess that's fine because that has Forest Seal Stone synergy. I don't really like, well, yeah, this is fine. Like I give them Mountain. If they're using Rotom turn 1, they aren't using Mill with Crab. And I just want to get my quick search up and running next turn, just so we always have access to whether it be like a Penny or a Boss or Sisters or just any important card. I can just find it and put it in my hand so it can't get milled, because there's no sort of like, usually these block decks aren't playing Luxray or any way to control my hand. So like if I can just quick search for Yelchier or Cyllene or Pal Pad, it's entirely safe. Probably Pal Pad would be a priority, since it can get Misfortune Sisters away, like Cyllene or the other thing. Cyllene or Yelchier are entirely safe. So they did open with getting the Rotom down. They do validate P-Pass. So if, oh, they're playing Chi-Yu, they're not playing the Crabominable, which actually is relevant because this thing has less HP, so I can 2-hit it. So that definitely matters. Because, like, if they get the first mill, we're not going to win the game. But if we can just knock them out, and put pressure on them like that, like it's hard for them to recover. It might take them some time, and then we can get some mills going. But they just instant charge, so we can get the first mill. Let's go play Arven. We can get Rare Candy. We get Forest Seal Stone. Maybe Forest Seal Stone for the Pidgeot. And then quick search for our Fire Energy. And yeah, we get that first mill in. I am quite... What am I doing? I'm trying to go find the Fire Energy right away. Hold up. I am quite behind on overall deck count, but also my hand is full of good cards, so that's fine, right? One thing is I am going to bench the Rotom, just so my opponent can't Erika and like make me have to play Penny or attach for retreat. Like they'd have to actually find a boss. So we'll do that. Then we will, I'm not going to give him the Artazon, we'll just Singe. Those are two potentially meaningful cards, so you love to see it. Next turn we'll start using Sisters, or we could start using like Boss to drag up the Rotom. Like, yeah, there's like never a way I whiff a turn of milling from this point forward. I'm not like, unless I play like Crushing Hammers or something. But I can potentially use my Bosses, my Erikas to like force them in an awkward spot where maybe like if they're playing Penny, they're not playing Sisters. Sisters just straight up whiffs, which is kind of crazy. And an instant charge, they're another turn behind on mills. So I could Sisters here, but what I really want to do is boss the Rotom and make them have to have Penny in addition to an energy. Like this is another card that they have to have. And then if they're playing Penny, it's not Sisters, it's not their own boss. So then we'll just keep the mills going. Rid of an Erika, got rid of Bravery Charm. Not really anything super major. They play an Arven. I mean, that could be Switch Cart and Forest Seal Stone, get them attacking. But then they're spending a Switch Cart, so that's cool with us, right? So I think next turn I'm gonna Pidgeot and secure some like whatever important card I want, probably like a Pal Pad, and then I'm gonna Misfortune Sisters and try to start milling their Pal Pads or Super Rod or whatever important things might be in the deck. And we are technically, I guess we'll be behind on cards after they mill, but my hand is larger. I guess not by much. We'll see. This is actually going to be relatively close. Those mills are totally irrelevant. And yeah, the Temple of Sinnoh, like, I'm cool with the second play. So let's quick search. I'm going to secure that Pal Pad, like I said. We have the Cyllene in the Ultra deck. Oh, we prize our other Pal Pad. Well, and we prize Peonia. Oh, okay. Let's get the Yocheer. Oh, no, I didn't prize Peonia. It's right there in my hand. I'm so goofy. Okay, let's play Peonia for turn. Pretty good cards. We'll put the Mimikyu back in there. We can put the stadiums back in there. Well, I'm gonna keep a stadium around just in case of a league headquarters. I guess that would also be like hurting them as well. So, Chi-Yu doesn't mill a Switch Cart, which is certainly relevant. Because they're on 2 cards and a penny. I don't really want to Pal Pad super aggressively. Like I want to Pal Pad like back in Cyllene and Yocheer. But we'll see. I do kind of like the idea though of like pulling up a Rotom, like making my opponent play Penny. Grab Arven. I feel like you don't grab Arven. Like that card, it's just another card in your deck, and like playing an Arven for yourself doesn't get you too much value. So they're gonna boss up a Rotom. I can just go double turbo, attach retreats. The reason I do the DTE would be because Sydney could get rid of it, and I don't want that to happen. So let's just go ahead and get out of there, get back into the Chi-Yu. Let's quick search. I'm just going to grab Cyllene so it's safe in my hands. Seems good. Then I will Misfortune Sisters. Hit double Nest Ball. Like, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to get all the cards out of their deck as fast as possible. So we are technically ahead again. We're doing a great job milling those Temple of Sinnohs, but we haven't seen a single Pal Pad or Yocheer or Cyllene out of them. So I think I'm going to quick search for Erika next turn and try to put something else on their board that they can't. I should have been to the Luxray. Something else on their board that they like couldn't attack with easily. Or yeah, they had to play Penny for turn. What I'm trying to say. I assume they have a Snorlax in hands or some sort of Pokemon that they. Okay, Mimikyu works, actually. Okay, they do have Erika, Penny, and Yocheer, and Pal Pad in hand. So, Fang Snipe could potentially get some value. I did retreat the double turbo off, but we could still maybe make it work. We know they have some good cards in there. Like, technically Fang Sniping a Yocheer is like basically milling 3, because that's like 3 less cards they can put back in. Potentially more, because they could be throwing back in Cylene's, but they penny up the Mimikyu. That's fine. Like they have a lot of their good supporters are in the discard pile, so that's cool with me. I sort of want to like aggressively play Pal Pad and like go for another. Like I know there's not a penny in their hand, right? There's 2 switch arts down. Like if I aggressively play this Pal Pad, put back in Boss, put back in Erika. I keep going after those Pokemon. Like eventually they're gonna whiff a mill, right? So let's Erika and put back down Mimikyu. The reason I'm doing Erika instead of Boss is because they could Iono things back into the deck. I don't want Snorlax, I want Mimikyu. So they top deck Peonia, it looks like. But yeah, they had no out to retreat in that hands. Some irrelevant mills. I'd prefer to keep the items in the deck for potential sisters, but it's okay. Just 1 penny left, I assume, to move this Mimikyu, so they might be in trouble. They're playing Arven, but I'm pretty like both switch cards are down, right? Yeah, this Mimikyu's stuck. And I don't think you want to grab anything with this. I guess you could grab Pal Pad. So it's safe in the hands. Honestly, might be worth Luxray and start chasing those good cards out of the hand. And then if they do like instant charge for turn, we could Rotom and hits. Oh, they did actually thin the deck out. That feels maybe like a misplay, right? Because that's like 2 less cards I have to mill. Instant charge. Okay, I'm gonna retreat. We quick search for the double turbo, and we Luxray Fang Snipe, and we can take away that. I think we take away Pal Pad, because it's like if yeah. So let's go ahead and retreat. I maybe could have Cyllene first and like shuffled the I guess we have an Ultra Ball, we can shuffle the deck. So yeah, one thing that's kind of well, I'll have to play the Artazon down to actually Fang Snipe. Back in the Sisters and the Pal Pad, I think. Honestly, double turbo sounds kind of cool in case they play Yakumo. Yeah, let's do that. Then so they can't mill our good cards. We Artazon and shuffle the deck. We can put down Mawile, it's fine. Well, no, I want to play Lax from hand. I don't want to take a card out of the deck. We do this, then we do this, and yeah, no damage, but it does let us take a peek at that hand and take the best card out of it. I think we go Pal Pad here. And it sort of forces them to play that Yelchier now. Otherwise, we just get rid of it. And what's kind of awkward for them is they have to Yelchier back in Penny instead of something like an Iono or Boss or even Sisters. And if they're doing that, then they then they're not putting back in cards that could help them last longer in this game. So they're in sort of a tough spot. Because then if they want to draw the Yelchier cards, they have to instant charge, and then I Fang Snipe. So yeah, we got him in a difficult spot. There's a Team Yelchier. I mean, we knew they had to play it. So next turn, I think I Quick Search secure the Pal Pad, and then I Klara to just get back Fire Energy for the Chi-Yu. Because I might want to go back and start Chi-Yu milling, depending on what they do. They do instant charge. I didn't see what they put back in. That's where the battle log is kind of handy. Get back in 2 pennies and a boss. No Ionos, so I'm chill with that. Let's go get Pal Pad. I was like, what was I looking? Oh yes, Pal Pad. Let's go Klara, secure the Fire Energy. And let's just give him the old Fang Snipe. Let's see what we can find in there. They didn't draw into a penny. So I think I just do the Iono. I mean, I could do the Sisters, but there's not like important items in the deck that they could mill. So I think, yeah, they have probably 1 Pal Pad, 1 Cyllene, so they do still have quite a bit of resources left. But I am 7 cards. Oh, they top deck the penny. Oh, what a legend. Jealously Singe. DTE is a little annoying, not gonna lie. But yeah, Boss. Yeah, let's go Boss the Rotom. Force him to have that switch again. I probably should have attached the fire last turn. But oh well. Let's secure the fire, right? Let's attach it down here. I don't want to retreat. I want to keep the option available. Let's Fang Snipe. And I'll just get rid of like the Sisters or something. Like we know that card could potentially reduce my overall deck quantity. So do they top deck Penny back-to-back turns? And then the next turn we go Pidgeot for Penny and start using my own mills. And I guess we could go Fang Snipe. Like, there's new cards got put into the hand thanks to Peonia. It could have potentially pulled a Penny or Pal Pad or Cyllene. It's interesting. And if they instant charge, we definitely still Fang Snipe. But I doubt they do that. I think they just sort of have to hope to top deck the Penny, which is really sketchy for them. But yeah, they just pass. So I think they might be trying to like bait me into not using Fang Snipe. Like, oh, my hand's I don't have it. I don't want to draw it. Okay, let's Yelchier back in the Boss, the Cyllene, and honestly, the Erika, I think, over this. Well, the sisters could be good too. I'm gonna go Pal Pad. Secure the Cyllene is the most important card in the deck. In terms of helping me stay infinite. And then we just give him the Fang Snipe. Let's see. Pokegear. That's Penny, essentially. Alright, cool. And also by doing like these Fang Snipes, we do whittle down the hand so Iono is less good for throwing stuff back into the deck if we're getting rid of stuff. But yeah, like if they top deck Penny, they would have played it, and they didn't. So now I think we attach retreats. Let's play sisters. Try to hit that Pal Pad. No, but it's loaded with good cards. That makes me think that maybe the Pal Pad is prized. We're pretty sure it's not in the hands, right? Alright, we retreats. We mill. Boss is nice. Arven not so much. It does increase their odds of top decking Penny, I guess. And they just concede. Let's go. That's another one. That matchup's normally unfavored, but we did get the first mill. And like you see how we can play the matchup. Like pull up a Pokemon that can't mill, Fang Snipe the hands, like make it really hard for them to keep the pressure on my deck. So I'm happy that we got that one on camera, because like that one's usually one that Pidgey block does struggle with. So actually, it's kind of funny that we're calling it like Pidgey block, and we have not once used block Snorlax in either of these two games. So win number 2, we're gonna keep things rolling. Genesect coin does kind of scare me. That could be Mew VMAX. I think going blind first is probably correct with this deck. Like, really, you only are upset if you're up against Moon or, like, Miraidon or something. Well, I kind of want to protect the Pidgey. If it is a deck that can hit me before, like hit me fast, it's a Lost Box deck. Okay, so I'm glad I chose, second. We're gonna Mountain here, or I'm glad I not chose second, but put them all up. Let's prize check first. Is there anything meaningful prize? There's not. So I can just hold this heavy ball for discard fodder. Like, yeah, everything I could potentially want in here. So yeah, that seems fine. We have all the energies. We have Radzard. We have the Raihan, and the no Magma Basin, and no Switch cards. But yeah, the reason I did the Stormy Mountains first to check the prizes is I wanted an additional card to discard off Ultra Ball. I have some pretty good cards in hand that I don't want to discard, so now I can like Ultra Ball away Heavy Ball and Fire Energy, and just have I'm not throwing away like a Pal Pad or a Defiance Band. Depending on the build of Lost Box, throwing away the Defiance Band might be okay. But if it's Tina, we definitely want to keep that card around. But yeah, we have everything lined up, and you don't usually see Iono in Lost Box, so looking good so far. Just kind of worried with a Genesect coin that it might be Mew. They do press Stormy Mountains, so this could be looking for a Tina. It is. Alright, this is one of my favorite matchups, not because it's like easy, but because the games are always really interesting, and it always kind of comes down to how it's like kind of feels like a chess match. Like there's a lot of different ways both players can go, but usually the player who plays better wins. So they are going for an aggressive Abyss Seeking. That makes a ton of sense for them. Path is really bad for us. Dang. I mean, I can Ultra Ball for the Rotom, or yeah, for the Pidgeot, but that doesn't exactly get me too far. Lax off the top. This is troublesome. Let's go to Ultra Ball away the Heavy, away the Snorlax. I mean, we still get the Pidgeot down, right? Like, that's just another card out of the deck. So in terms of actually live top decks, we have like the 4 Arvens. We have the 1 Lost Vacuum, so 5. and 8, and then Peonia. So we have 9, 10 if you include the Iono. So we have 10. A fourth of our deck is good top decks here, so we're not totally not totally destroyed by that path, but yeah, that kind of slows us down a little bit. I am gonna go with the Tempting Trap, because if they were to shred my Mawile, not this turn, but next turn, we could respond with a Pidgeot one-hit knockouts, thanks to that Defiance Band. We hit 220 with Blustery Wind. I suppose there is a chance they get to 7. If they have Chorus, they want to go back into a Comfey. Yeah, they have 2 Flower Selects and a Chorus they could get there. But also the fire on the Mawile does make it so I can retreat into Luxray. Like if I top deck Arven, I could still announce Fang Snipe next turn. So they touch water to the active, just Abyss Seek. They're taking things slow, which normally I'm really cool with, because I can just Fang Snipe and take apart their hands. But there's no Fang Snipe from me just yet, so yeah, those are kind of meaningless Lost Zones. Cyllene. Okay, yeah, that's actually good, because we can put the mountain on top. So come on, Cyllene. Be nice. Okay, good. So we're guaranteed to top deck mountain and get into the game. Or get back into the game. And then we get hit it with the Tempting Trap. They do see Fire Energy in my deck, so they should assume Radiant Charizard. So they probably will want to build up another Tina. Like, they should see the line of me going Pidgeot KO Tina. I'd be really upset if they had Boss Tina V-Star on my Pidgeot. I mean, their deck is still pretty big. They've lost on the Psychic. Yeah, it's not ultra likely, but it would probably win them the game if they got that. Just announcing Abyss Seeking. Very cool with me. Now I can go back into the Luxray and start getting to work. There goes some Mirage Gates. That's something I like to see. Okay, there's a Stormy Mountain. We can press that. Get that Luxray down. Thing is though, if I just go quick search for the Turb, we are not I guess we only Fang Snipe a path if it's in there. That's fine, right? Okay. I'm like just trying to, like, we can't do like Arven and grab like, yeah. Since the Forest Sealstone's prized. And then we do get to retreat the fire into the discard pile for the Radiant Charizard, which is not bad news. So yeah, I want to hold the Penny to maybe pick up this Luxray if they do happen to shred me. And hey, we get them for 100 damage. That's not irrelevant pressure. There's that boss in hand, but I sort of have to respect. Okay, there's no Psychics, no Gates. I sort of have to respect them pathing me out of the game, so I have to fang outside the path. But there's a lot of great cards in there. Imagine if we had Airy right now and could get rid of that Super Rod and like a Switch. That'd be so broken. But it's okay. So next turn, I guess they don't have Shred yet. That feels pretty bad for them. Yeah, they got rid of a Gates. Like, they had everything lined up where they could have gone Boss, Gates, knock out my Pidgeot, but they chose to lost in the Gate, and there's no access to Psychic in that hand. So we're starting back into the Comfey. And we know they have Jet in hand, so like if this and a Rope, if they did find one of those energies off of this Flower Select, they could get there. Oh no. It's like I could have been the boss last turn. Then they put down Path and shred me, and I'm in top deck mode again. But now they KO Pidgeots, and we're in top deck mode, so really was a lose-lose situation. I mean, I at least make them have to go find Psychic Energy. And they've kind of put themselves in a weird resource spot where they will have like there's a grass in the discard pile there. Then there's also one in the Lost Zone. There's a Psychic in the Lost Zone. They are at Requiem though. Oh no. I think we promote the Mawile and try to instant charge and stabilize, because I could go Fang Snipe, like pick the Super out of the hands. Arven off the top is clutch. Okay, we can get that Nest Ball. And I think get the Defiance Vest. Oh. But now they are at Lost Mines, so then they could just like knock out Pidgeys whenever I put them in play. It sounds pretty bad, right? I'll put down the Pidge. Don't really have anything else that we can do. Click on Bravery Charm, I guess, like beef up the Pidgey, but it still doesn't matter a ton, right? Really a whole lot to work with off that instant charge. Going for that Luxray could perhaps have been greedy, and I could have tried to sat back a turn, but like I didn't know their hand was that loaded. Like we kind of, yeah, it's unfortunate that we like had to respect the path. And they also had Boss, Tina, V-Star. I mean, their hand was big, so we had to assume that there was good stuff in there, but also, yeah, I mean, their deck was still 20-something cards. Like, they played 2 Boss. They, played 3 Tina V-Stars. They have 2 or 3 remaining paths. If they go back into the Cram, I'm, like, not upset about this. Unless it's Cram KO on Pidgey, then I'm really upset about this. It's just a Spit innocently. I'm still so far. That's what kind of sucks. I'll promote the Lux. Candy, yo. Okay. Well, I think this is... Well, I like holding the fire. This is so awkward. I'm gonna go do this, but at the second copy of Rotom thins out the deck, right? Then we can Penny and pick up the Luxray. So I don't, that thing doesn't get smacked. We load this thing up. We instant charge. I'm pretty sure we just lose the game if they lost my Pidgey. Then they just need 2 prizes left. They could be like potentially checkmate me with the Mirage Gates. But we didn't unfortunately find an out to Pidgeot. Peonia would be really insane because we have, oh, I guess my 1 Pidgeot's in the discard pile. No, the retreats. This is a massive yikes. Lost mine, KO the Pidgey. And I assume we just put the remaining 70 on a Rotom. And now Lost Mine is game. So how are we gonna work ourselves out of this? Because like I Penny and they pretty much guaranteed win the game with that guy, right? Alright. I'm gonna Nest Ball, just get down the Goldfish. Well, we could just go Knockout on their Giratina. Like Penny this thing. Then the Radza is stuck. And it's not gonna, I mean, we do have the card prized that we could pull. Because sometimes like spit the Radzard and we're kind of cooked. But I think this is fine. This is what we have. This is the hand we've been dealt. So we'll Penny up that. Attach the fire. Counter catcher the Giratina. I'm going to put the Defiance Vest on the Radzard, so Cram is hitting 70. And not 2 hitting. I mean, they can just Sableye. Oh, I mean, they're just going to Sableye anyway. They're just going to Sableye onto the Rotom, right? Yeah, this is kind of bad. I need to hit the Switch Cart? Okay. Because then I assume they just push the Sableye. Try to just Lost Mine onto those 2 dudes. Probably just all onto the Rotom, honestly. Then we can switch card back into Luxray, play Iono down to 2. Retreat, knock them out. Another Tina V hits the Void. I mean, we could go counter catch the Tina, but then we lose to another Lost Mine. So that's not super smart. Super Rod, that's a good play for them. Have that Sableye is pretty annoying. Nest Ball, gonna go and find the second team. Whoa, now they give us a 2/2/2 prize map. It'd be really tough to pull off though, because then if we're like counter catching up Tina, then we're tying tying on prizes. So yeah, probably not happening. There's a Mirage Gates. They can get that Tina loaded up or 18 loaded up. That's annoying for sure. They split the energies actually. I think that's, well, I guess they don't want to get it gusted and knocked out. But then they are like still a little bit away from actually attacking me. And they spent a Super Rod, so it might not be easy to recycle this Sableye. And they'll have 3 total Psychics committed. So they should just dump all 120 on Rotom. So like I can't even like Bravery Charm and put it out of range. This is a misplay. This is definitely a misplay. If I top deck a Charm, I don't think I go bot or go catcher. That's spicy. Because Forest is in there, like going for 2. I do give them Roxanne. I could get Pidgey in play. No, I'm just kidding. It's a lot of options. Now, yeah, then I could have boss. Well, no, I couldn't boss for game. I think the responsible play is to... I wish I had another Pidgey that I could put down here off this Nest Ball. Let's just put down the Chi-Yu just so it's there. Another card we can't draw into. And then yeah, I want a Pal Pad back in pennies, so we have better odds of drawing those and can potentially swing again. And then we can just play Iono. Knock out the Sableye, put them down to just 2 cards in hands. Penny off the rip is good. We have to hard retreats, which feels not great. But I'm not ever giving them Artazon, because that's easy way to find Sableye again. Bush and Blast for this KO. Really would love to see that for a Seal Stone. Bravery Charm, I guess that's not horrible, because we can put it on the Rotom and get it out of range. I maybe should have benched a single prizer so they can't go like Rope Requiem for game. The Mountain, probably just gonna thin another Tina. They did lost on a Chorus. That does kind of tell me that they had another Chorus in hands. They do play the Gates. Oh man, they're so close to winning this game. Okay. Yeah, Shred does take KO. Oh my goodness, that was an insane... They didn't have even Flower selected. Yo, that was a... And they lost on a Chorus too? Dude. Imagine that they have Rope. Yes. Roxanne is an absolute lie. Well, dang. Or not Roxanne, Iono. Either way, I guess that's how the video ends.